Win the day. This is a concept that came to me while I was at the gym the other day because I was thinking about how it gets so easy for us to have a bad morning or a bad afternoon and to kind of just render the day dead. It's like, oh, well, this didn't go the way I wanted, and so I'll just get them tomorrow. And this mindset, this way of thinking is so bad because if you're constantly thinking about, oh, you'll get them next time, you'll get them next time, that would be like the equivalent of watching a team play basketball and they're losing by 5 points and they just throw their hands up and say, oh, we'll just get them next time. And at the end of the day, it's important to realize as long as you're in the game, it's never over. And so if you start off the morning, maybe you overslept, maybe you were caught in traffic or something happened that just kind of killed your mood, don't allow that one moment to dictate the rest of your day. Because what we tend to do is we tend to give a lot of moments or a lot of people oftentimes more power than they deserve. So if that means at work you had a rude patient or a rude client or customer, whatever the case may be, if you allow that one moment to ruin the rest of your day, or even worse, the rest of your week, you have now given this person way more power than they deserve. And it's like Kanye West said in his song, he said, no one man should have all that power. It's so true because when we think about this and we think about our days and our emotions, they're dictated in large part by our reaction to the small things. And so if we allow just the most minor things to throw us off course, how can we ever expect to get anything done? And so for me, it was just at the gym. I just remember thinking that day, I didn't really feel like going to the gym. I wasn't really in the headspace to. But oftentimes, whenever that happens, all I do is just tell myself, okay, well, if I can just make it through those doors and I can just stretch, I can get on the treadmill, do some walking or the Stairmaster, and kind of get myself in the right headspace. If I can do those things, the rest will come easy. I don't have to worry about, oh, well, I have to lift, because at that point, I'm going to say, okay, well, I got some light cardio in to kind of break a sweat or just to, kind of get moving. While I'm here, I may as well lift some weights, or while I'm here, I may as well get some mobility work in and then lift a little bit. And that was one thing that a trainer taught me years ago is she said, if you don't feel like going to the gym, just tell yourself you're just going to stretch. And by telling yourself that, mentally it makes it so much easier to get up and just go because you haven't psyched yourself out into thinking, oh, well, oh my goodness, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get this really hard workout in. Because if you tell yourself that, you're not going to want to go. Ultimately, you're going to want to be comfortable. You're going to want to stay home. And so it's a lot about overcoming those mental barriers. And that's the same reason why I wanted to record this video about winning the day, because I wanted to talk about how important your mindset is and how big of a factor it plays in terms of figuring out, okay, are you going to have a good day or are you going to have a bad day? Because ultimately, whether you have a good day or a bad day, it's totally up to you. And so, and ultimately, the other thing that I realized as well was you could have had a bad work day. And let's say, you had to work from 8 to 5. You can do something after work that's productive that makes you feel good. So if that means, work was rough, but you know that you're going to spend time with your family or time with your significant other, or, even if that means you're going to make your favorite meal for dinner or have your favorite meal for dinner, giving yourself things to think about or things to do that you're actually looking forward to that aren't destructive, that also just helps your mindset a ton. Because if you're super stressed out at work, but you're going to go home to a really good meal, or you're going to go home and just relax, then you know that you're at least paying yourself back and you're ending the day on a good note. And that's why no matter how your day went, no matter how your day was going, it's important to end it on a good note and to not just kind of give in to the fact that, oh, well, today wasn't a great day and it kind of just is what it is. Because having that kind of mindset is going to lead to bad weeks, which will lead to bad months, which could lead to bad years. If we don't learn how to kind of reverse this mindset of, oh, this isn't my day, oh, this isn't going the way I wanted. And so, yeah, you guys, I just wanted to make this video real quick. I want to talk about the importance of winning the day, the importance of taking control, because ultimately it's about doing things to improve yourself and to not always give in to your circumstances or your emotions. Because one thing is true is that your emotions will never get you anywhere. In terms of your bad emotions will never get you anything, because they're just emotions, they're just thoughts. But if you can learn to kind of push aside the negative thoughts, the negative emotions, and move in that direction that you're supposed to move in, it'll pay off, you know, tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold. Because in the future, you will start to notice that, okay, well, if I had a bad day at work, I can still work on a side hustle. I can still work on something or put my energy towards something that down the road, I'll be grateful that I did that. And so I hope that this video inspires you guys. I hope that this video encourages you to take control, to take ownership of your mindset, to understand that if you feel like you had a bad day, it was a bad moment, but not a bad day. And so I hope this encourages you guys. And if you guys found value from this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share this with someone who could benefit from it. And I'll talk to all of you guys in the next video.